the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
Consistent for an entire season. We saw last year, he started the year, if I'm not mistaken, hitting in the 2-hole. Started the year really poorly. Was struggling from probably till about the midpoint in SEC play. I know that Florida series is really when he turned it on. And I mean, he was just unbelievable from that point on. I mean, the numbers, both from a power and just getting on base standpoint, were incredible. He was one of Tennessee's best bats, and obviously a lineup that was unbelievable. So I don't expect him to do that for over the course of a full season. I don't think that's a fair expectation. But can he be a guy that hits? And there's obviously going to be slumps and peaks and valleys in baseball, but can he be a guy with some general consistency, hits around 300 over the course of the season, with some pop, with double-digit home runs again, 10 to 15 home runs, somewhere in that range. That's what I'm curious about. As again, not that I think he's going to be the best bat in Tennessee's order, and Tennessee's brought in some guys, but it's not going to be like it was last year when you just have the absolute meat grinder that 1 through 5, and then 1 through 4 and 6 when they moved Ensley to the 5 spot, and then KT to the 6 spot in the order was, because I think that will change the way other teams try to attack him and other teams face him. So I think it's those two things. The leadership is going to be great. The defense is going to be great. And he's going to be just a solid guy overall. I think it's more like how high can his ceiling go over the course of a full season when he is one of, if not, the main star of the team.
I mean, this is kind of like his team now, right?
Yeah, from the leadership standpoint, from the standpoint of he will be the face of the team.
Right.
And I think that goes into how good he played down the stretch. It goes into I'm thinking about it now. Tennessee had some awesome moments in Omaha. This is even a debate, but which I guess is probably no doubt they won the national championship. He had maybe 3 of the 4, probably I'll say 3 of the 5 most marquee moments for Tennessee in the College World Series. The 2 catches and then the slide. And I'll put Dylan Dryling's home run in the 7th inning of Game 2 against A&M, and then Christian Moore just hitting for a cycle. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you throw in some stuff in the Florida State.
No, you got to throw in
too.
Burke. Hold on, you got to throw in Burke. After not going and then hit the game winner. Like, it's got to be Burke. Right.
So we'll say 6. We'll say 3 of the top 6. And it's just a new look team. Now, again, I don't think he's going to be like the bat. He's not going to have the best stats of anybody. He's not going to be the.
Where do you think he best fits? Like, I think there's probably some pressure to put him back at 2, like in the top of the order. But I think he kind of really settled in at 5. Like, I wonder if he settles in still at kind of where he was last year, towards 5 to 7 range. Because even being like his team and being one of the older guys, I still think he might. I don't know. I don't know where you put him.
Yeah, no, I don't either. And I'm fuzzy off of basketball, and I haven't been.
We have Abernathy potentially in left, right? He's a potential leadoff guy.
Yes. Yeah, I still think he ends up more being 9-hole guy. I mean, he is a potential leadoff guy.
That's okay.
I think that's a lot to put on a true freshman to be able to be the leadoff guy. He obviously has that skill set. I think.
But I don't think they have another obvious leadoff guy, right?
Sorry, you cut out.
Who would be? I mean, they don't really have another obvious leadoff guy.
No, I think it could be Keelan. I think.
And I think it might have to be Keelan if it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, he would be the other guy I would point to. Heck, maybe it is Ensley. I feel like he's got a little too much swing and miss. And his walk rate, even though he did take more towards the end of the year, probably isn't as high as you'd like it to be in that spot. But like Tony is, if we know anything about Tony, it's that he's very out of character. He's not looking for the archetype at every single spot in the lineup. He's not looking for what's your prototypical leadoff man. Like that's never been how he is. So I would not be surprised to see him do some unconventional stuff there, just because he does a lot of unconventional stuff to begin with.
My favorite, just like crazy one, but I think would actually be pretty solid, is Cannon Peebles.
Yeah. I mean, you don't think of the catcher, and he doesn't have the speed, but just like
he gets on base. Great eye.
He gets on base.
Walks.
Yep. Sees a lot of pitches. which is obviously that was one of the things that made Liam Spence such a great leadoff hitter for Tennessee in 21. Yeah, no, I hadn't really thought about that, but I think I like that. I think I like the thought of Cannon Peebles. And the other thing you have to keep in mind, too, is once again, Tennessee is super heavy on left-handed bats. So I think that almost plays into it being maybe more likely that Tennessee has a lefty in the leadoff spot, just from a stagger standpoint, if they try to do that to some level.
What is Gavin?
He's a switch hitter.
Okay.
I think. It's either a lefty or switch hitter. I'm pretty sure he's a switch hitter. Could be wrong about that.
Could be a righty too.
Could also, he's either righty, lefty,
or a switch hitter.
Or a switch hitter. I'm 100% sure of that. 100% certainty.
This is why, look, when people are like, hey, who are the experts on Tennessee baseball going into 2025? Look no further. Chase and Ryan got you covered. If you're wanting to know if a guy is a right-handed hitter, a left-handed hitter, or a switch hitter, we can break that down for you here. Somehow it is not on his profile page at Tennessee. They don't know either. Does Tony know?
Let's see if it's on the roster. Yeah, it will be on the roster. Left-handed hitter. So not a switch hitter, but lefty.
This would be great.
People are saying my 66.6% chance of being right. I got it right.
66% of the time. It works every time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ryan Shepard. Oh yeah.
This is just a good. I mean, I'm just thinking about it now, especially with Alex Perry out of the fold. At first, it's like Fargo lefty, obviously Curley's right-handed, Fisher's lefty. I mean, there's so many lefties. Ensley's a righty. Chapman would be a lefty. Yeah, I mean, it is super super heavy on lefties.
And it's just not a lot of high, like, OBP. Like, it just doesn't, there's just not a lot of tradition. I mean, it's Abernathy, but like you said, just putting it on a true freshman, just, I don't know. But it is Abernathy. Like, that's the answer, but it's just, he's a true freshman.
Yeah, he's the prototypical guy.
Yeah.
He is, if everything goes right, he's the guy.
I think it's Cannon Peebles. If you could pass that along to Tony, I'd appreciate it. Because I think Cannon
Yeah,
Peebles
no, I like that idea a lot. And you also have the switch hitter element of it, too.
Yeah.
Which, you know, could give you a little bit more game-to-game stability.
You know what I like about Tennessee baseball going into 2025? They have a lot of guys who could either be right-handed hitters, left-handed, or switch hitters.
Yeah, true. Almost the entire team. I think maybe even the entire team. I'm going to go run the numbers.
You know what I want Tennessee to do? Like, they're trying to find any, like, avenue of, like, just finding a way to keep things under wrap. Tony just not telling people. Like, have some, like, just not telling anybody, like, what they are. Like, especially, like, like, we got them working on both sides. We got them. Everyone's a switch hitter. Like, just tell everyone's a switch hitter on Tennessee baseball.
The point guard. Everybody's listed as a point guard. Everybody's listed as a switch hitter.
Yes.
This could be, too. I'm thinking about it. Like, when you talk about maybe the DH spot, maybe Stone Lawless, right-handed bat could be an advantage. Manny Marine, right-handed bat could be an advantage. All that stuff. I think guys that are right-handed hitters that are on the fringe have an advantage because there's just a lot of left-handed guys that seem like they're going to be in the lineup at least to open the season. Colby Backus. I got to say Colby Backus for Jack.
Well, I mean, Colby Backus, he's not a leadoff guy either.
No, but I just mean in general when you're talking about in the competition to earn a spot, he's going to get a bunch of opportunities, and he is a right-handed bat, so he could help balance things out
for sure. Ryan Shepard, what can the good folks check out from you and the team over at RockyTopInsider.com this week?
Yeah, full speed ahead. It feels like the stuff with the transfer portal is a little bit dying down. Obviously, you wouldn't be shocked to see.
Nicely done, nephew. The Chase Thomas podcast. Hell yeah.